Welcome to Stanley Ka Dabba. Ha 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 ha. I tell you the story of the awesome film called Stanley Ka Dabba or Stanosaurus and the Dabbasaurus. It all began in the period of the dinosaurs. You all know there was the dangerous, the cunning, the brave, the strong Stanleysaurus.
क्या फेकम फेंकी चल रही है यार। भाइयों, आप मेरे गुरु से मिले होंगे, मेरे गुरुजी श्री स्टैनलीसोरस और ये डब्बासोरस और मैं बड़ा ही बोरोसोरस। क्यों भाई? है? ये एक मामूली लेकिन बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त मूवमेंट है। इस मूवमेंट को हम कहेंगे सेशन कह सकते हैं? नहीं, क्या कहें? पैशन। ये पैशन है थिएटर के बारे में, ये पैशन है सिनेमा के बारे में, एक्टिंग के बारे में, और इसी पैशन को लेके हमने जाल फैलाया जो बच्चों के एक्सप्रेशंस और उनके प्यार भरे कहानी बताने के जरिए से पूरा डब्बा भर चुका है। और अगर आपको थोड़ा सा टेस्ट लेना है तो ये डब्बा उठाइए और दे दीजिए। What do we call in film when actors speak? What do we call
Dialogue.
Who said that? Dialogue. So one is a dialogue track. So that means you and me are talking. That's a dialogue. When I am talking alone, it's a monologue.
Because of these sessions which I had with children with extreme physical and mental disability, what I found was that nobody was tabling the key issue about children, and that is how are we educating our children, which is what Tare Zameen Par was. I started doing a workshop module of cinema studies and theatre studies with children from Pali Chimbai Municipal School and Santa Cruz Municipal School.
कितने की है? कितने की है? लाख रुपए की चीज है वो। चले फेंक मत। मुझे मिला था भंगार में 8 रुपया नहीं दिया, तू लाख रुपया बोलता है।
लाख रुपए का तो टाटा का नवा नानो आता है।
नहीं सच, इसका ड्राइवर बोला। उसका ड्राइवर बोला और तूने कल बोलेगा बंगले में उनको चल। करीना इधर, प्रियंका इधर, खाली बल्ली।
And using that as a prototype, I decided to come back to the source, which is my school, Holy Family.
Chotu, stand up.
And my headmistress, Srimati Asha Kapoor, a wonderful lady, I approached her and I said, I want to do this cinema studies and theatre studies workshop.
Amole is my school captain. He has been my school captain at Holy Family in Standard Fourth. And he's been a very, very sweet, chubby child. And he had that flair for acting, even at that age.
An actor has no shame. He's doing a role. I'm not a donkey. He's not a donkey. He has to play a donkey. That's the role. Yes or no? Yes. So उसमें शर्म का है? मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं तुझसे बोल रहा हूँ।
Asha Kapoor took me to Father Swami, who is now the principal of that school.
Why not we have some cinema workshop for our children and the parents, and they will enjoy to appreciate. I said, fantastic, wonderful. And immediately I said, let's go ahead.
With Amol Gole, Faraz, Archana and Jeetu and myself, we decided to create a class an open door class during vacations. So it began in October 2009.
See, every time we are now going to see films till the 30th. So that workshop that we are talking about learning how children in other countries, how they act, how they show expressions.
The fiction activity began. So I brought this one session in one of these filming sessions that, okay children, क्या है कि Stanley गायब हो गया. And I don't know anything about him. You are his friends, you are his classmates. Now any one of you can put his hand up and give me an explanation where Stanley has gone.
Stanley down. Where is Stanley?
उसने हम लोग सब लोग का टिफिन खा लिया, उसके लिए इसका पेट दुख रहा है बहुत. Yesterday he fell from the ground and that's why he's admitted in the hospital.
आपका नाम क्या?
अभिषेक विजय रेड्डी.
क्या बोला अभिषेक, क्या हुआ?
उसने बोला कि ना मैं बैग लेके ग्राउंड में जाऊंगा और वहाँ खेलूंगा, और फिर मैंने बोला जा, और नीचे जाके देखने तो लगा वो भाग रहा था बैग लेके घर पे. सर वो मेरे को बोल रहा था कि मैं बुखार का बहाना करके घर पे जाएगा और सर को तो बोल कि मेरे को बुखार आया है.
We both kind of decided that let's not decide whether this is going to be a film or not. Let's see what comes out of this process because it's unique, it's new. You can either succeed or you can horrifically fail.
अब मैं मेरे को टीचर्स को अंदर बुलाऊंगा. आपको मालूम है क्या है आज? क्या है? वाह, क्या बात है. So this is the teacher who is very nice with the children, but that does not mean that the children are naughty. Science teacher, this is Pillai है. ये आपको साइंस सिखाएंगी. इनके साथ आप प्लीज मजाक मस्करी ना करें क्योंकि इनको बिल्कुल मजाक पसंद नहीं. Various subjects will be taught and various answers will be given by you because the textbooks you all have.
And that is how the film was born, without any one of us actually knowing that this would actually turn out to be a film.
The following sequences are a violation of rules of all schools of filmmaking. They can be very disturbing and can shake the very foundation of filmmaking you believe in. You have 5 seconds to turn off your TV sets or may continue watching at your own risk.
I was given that textbook to read as a script.
We didn't have too much money to make the film.
Amole said, "This is the camera." I said, "What, you're going to take stills tonight?"
Pictures rolling and announce.
1 by 2, take 1.
When we were discussing the story, I was told the narrated the entire story beautifully, and then I said, "Okay, so where's the script?"
बोला स्क्रिप्ट चाहिए. बोला हाँ ये लो, ये 4th स्टैंडर्ड का इंग्लिश टेक्स्ट बुक है, ये आपका स्क्रिप्ट है. See what you can do with this.
Cooking mama does. You only eat, but good. We need to have food, clothing, and where do you stay? Shelter. Yes, you need shelter.
There are no dialogues given to you, so Amole was just saying that this is the situation and you just say what you want, and he used to give us the situation.
So you come in and you tell yourself as an actor that this is a film in which I'm not going to do any acting. There's going to be no acting.
I had no idea what I was going to do, but I'm told that the kids were briefed about it. So that was fun. I went there, everyone's silent. So I kept taking, cues from the kids. Why are you all singing? Thank you for your help. It was absolutely unnecessary. Sit down.
So a new class kind of emerged from this 4th F room. So it was very free flowing and there were no rules set for children that you will be marked present or absent because you have volunteered to come for the workshop.
1 by 8, take 1.
S1 5x4, S1 10x3, S90 7x1, S98A 3x1. Arjun 2x1.
S6 3x2.
It was not seeming that the children were in rehearsal mode or pressured by a camera or equipment, because there was none. When you're dealing with an ideology where children come first, then how can a 535 camera do any justice to this ideology?
Whatever we have achieved is because of camera, because it's so small.
7D and later some portions, the new 5D Mark I, were wonderful partners in our exercise with children.
In the film, you continuously feel that you are sitting with the kids. You are there.
ए साई, इसको क्या हो गया? क्या क्या तूने?
And the result shows. It shows that the children are completely unaware of the camera, and it is as if a classroom has come alive.
A full class of 40, 50 kids, and no one is looking into the camera. That's the miracle.
It's impossible to keep focus of an actor who you have not given a mark, an actor who you don't know where he or she is going to move.
He only keep telling me that I don't know what will happen. You adjust, you take your own call and you do it.
That is the level of magic that Amole Gupte has brought into Stanley Ka Dabba. There is no doubt about it.
I was not allowed to lit up, and in the whole film I used thermocol twice. Was for just bouncing some light because light was less.
There's no jib, there's no crane up.
I had to climb up trees, I had to do whatever I can.
He's a magician. I challenge any camera person in the world to stand beside me and replicate Stanley Ka Dabba. If you have an animal in your film, then there will be an animal welfare board person seated, supervising that you don't do any cruelty to that animal. Well, the bad news is there's no such thing for children.
Look at the way children in the Hindi film industry are treated. I mean, you have to go on a floor to understand how they're made to work.
We were the ones who know what waiting on a set is all about. Children don't know that, and we didn't want to expose them to that.
Amole sir sat all of us down, and he gave us the rule book in our hand. He specifically said that we won't be shooting beyond 4 hours.
And in the 4 hours when we used to make when we used to do the shoot, that time we used to get a break also.
We were all around the place. We used to be up in the classroom, and the next moment we turn around and children are not there, and they're in the playground running around. So
And you want the best to come out of children, you have to, let them play and enjoy themselves.
All right, come inside. Where are the seats? Today, Partho.
Every half an hour, one child who was in the shot used to disappear. Partho is gone. We used to be like, oh my god, where is Partho? Oh my god, where is Monty? Oh my god, where is Ganesh?
So we used to run off. Purposely, we used to irritate everyone. We used to go to Vinyale.
They were there just a second before the shot, and then later you look back and you're like, oh.
Partho, pay attention. Do you want to take this in 5 minutes? Just do it fast. Walter, be serious, look at me.
Initially, Walter D'Souza was Stanley's partner, and in the middle of the workshop, basically his cousins had come over, and he wanted to spend more time with them and everything. So he decided that he doesn't want to come, and his mom came and spoke to us and everything.
And we were like, continuity, he's in the scene, he's and he's Stanley's partner. So I was like shrieking with hysteria, but Amma was like, no problem, we'll work it out.
We had this whole scene where actually, they changed partners.
If you want to participate, there's a door open. If you want to go, there's a door open. If you want to come back, there's a door open.
Amol was very particular about one thing, that no child will miss their family life.
The whole idea of this film was to keep children at the center of the filming process, and every other department takes a backseat. Whether it's the cameraman, whether it's the editor, whether it's the director, every damn person is second to children, their comforts and their pleasures, to allow them to do their best.
Never seen such performances coming from children, because I think it's the first time that children are left to do as they want to do.
It's really brilliant how we got natural performances out of them, made them feel that there is no shooting happening, and just made them feel that it's a natural atmosphere.
ये क्या हम लोग ने डायलॉग को लिख के दिया हम लोगों जो अपना है वो बोला ना
सर आपने बोला बिंदास खुद का बोलो
है ना तो उससे क्या होता है व्हाट हैपेंस
हम लोग को मतलब भूल नहीं जाता हम लोग ऐसे बिंदास बोल देते हैं
स्टैनली मैच है फुटबॉल मैच आएगा कभी स्कूल के बाद तो घर जाना है मम्मी को फ़ोन लगा के बोल दे कि हम लोग स्कूल के बाद मैच खेलने जा रहे हैं पैसे नहीं है मेरे पास अरे पैसे का क्या टेंशन ले रहा है नुमान के पास ना मोबाइल है चोर पॉकेट में छुपा के रखता है वो उनके पास मोबाइल है अरे हाँ मुझे मालूम नहीं था कि हम लोग फिल्म बना रहे हैं
आस्ते आस्ते सर ने डिस्कस कर करके खेल के हम लोग के साथ ये सब करके मजाक करके फिर सर ने एक शूटिंग किया स्टैनली का डब्बा
you won't get a more natural representation of child esteem and child worth in any film in the world that you will see in Stanley Ka Dabba.
Suppose you take air in and you swallow it again. That's the way.
Parso, who plays Stanley, definitely doesn't look like a newcomer. I mean, I'd learn a few things from him because he has just the right thing that makes an actor. Total, I mean, that boy with an attitude, I know my job, don't tell me types, and I have to like really be okay on my toes, and you don't know what he's going to come up with. Very impromptu, very natural, and total delight. Stanley? Stanley, what happened? Huh? What happened?
You know, miss, my mother had sent me to the market. I was walking down the street without bruises, and then I saw a big crowd, and then I saw one big boy, and there was one very small boy. Then I went more close. He said, "Hey, a kid," and then he hit me. Then I got damn angry. I held his legs and I threw him this side and that side, and I punched him here and punched him there. And then I hit him and kicked him and punched him. And then there was a stone and I threw it on him.
So did you kill him?
The boy has been told that you cook a story. When the teacher comes to you, you cook up your own story. I am not giving you any dialogue.
Stanley makes up many stories. Even I make up many stories. Mostly I make up these stories because, see, suppose my mother, suppose I won the 3rd prize in something. So I always say I won the 1st prize. And I always like lagao my own chakkar, like I say, and you know this happened and I beat this 10th standard boy and I jumped on this person.
Stanley Ka Dabba is a very quaint screenplay because it has not one but 2 Stanleys. One is named Stanley Fernandez, class 4th F, age 9, and the other guy is age 49, which I play. Okay guys, are we ready to roll? Okay. Action!
अब ये टीचर तो हूँ नहीं मैं एकदम बहुत ही विलेन किस्म का रद्दी आदमी हूँ.
Khadus. But his real name is Babu Bhai Verma.
It is fun to look into the dabba tiffin box of children where the best food is there.
ये कड़ी बहुत बढ़िया. कड़ी खिचड़ी का लाजवाब.
He developed a strange posture because he's a character who loves to hog. So he's developed this posture with a protruding belly. He developed this strange run whenever he's chasing children for their tiffin box.
I said there has to be, I have to transform it into a food film. And not of adult content, but for children's consumption and tasty enough for universal usage.
The key character was Dabba for him and not any other person or a student. That was the only brief given to me. The number of Dabbas I had to arrange and still they had to look authentic and not the new one.
Cannot get more multi-cuisine than 40 tiffin boxes from 40 different Indian houses.
Numan used to get some uttapa or something. Monty used to get Lay's Ways. And everyone else used to get all dosa, fafda, jalebi, all tasty things which I like.
My mom's prawn curry and rice.
Dal chawal and achar.
Crab.
Dal, chawal and one aloo which my mother makes.
Tomatoes.
I couldn't take in. You can't ingest 170 cuisines at a go in 2 recesses. And I had to lay off. I had to lay off and I had to go into natural food. And my tiffin started coming. It had kartuli and it had simple padwal, kacha kele ka bhaji. And all that I said, अरे ला तो रहा हूँ तो why not include it into the script?
केरल के केले की भाजी, स्टूडेंट और गंवार की भाजी है, करटुली की भाजी, यही अपने महाराष्ट्र की सब्जी है.
Each time you see me is I'm with a different bhaji and I talk about the preparation of it or how I went to the market and I got it or how I gave it that special tadka which you have to give.
तो जो लाया in terms of health food सारा कैमरा को दिखाया. It's like offering it to Shri Ganesh.
I didn't look at the material for a long time because the thing was that I was editing Khan. My name is Khan at that point in time, and there was no physical way of me for me to look. I was like dying under work pressure.
She has edited Tare Zameen Par, Rock On, 1084 Ki Maa, Dev, Dakshak, big films. Whereas mine is, there's no skeleton there, there's no flesh there, there's nothing. There's only hawa. और ये हवा कितना बना सकता हूँ मैं?
For over 6 months of that process, I didn't look at a frame. So I think that was a good thing because I think if I would have looked, I would have said like, what are you doing? This has never been done. This is outrageous.
She has a peculiar habit of not touching a frame until she knows what it is.
It was the batata vada scene. It was the scene when a child opens his tiffin box on the sly and what happens thereof.
सर पर टोपी, हाथ में रुमाल, हाथ में रुमाल. किसी ने टिफिन बॉक्स खोला इधर? मुझे बटाटे वड़े की खुशबू आ रही है.
Timing, the pacing, the performances, Amole who's playing Verma, I mean it was magical. And I've never seen a child look like that in any film.
शर्म करो. She jumped with joy. She said, I have come to a conclusive reaction that yes, this is a film. So all I had to do was just continue the good work with my crew.
अरे एक्टर इधर है, ऐसा क्या हुआ? 3
Follow.
ये है,
Faraz, Archana, Gole, Jeetu and me. I think we all work like a family, and it wasn't like this is my department and this is your department. So whatever we could do, help each other in whatever way.
Why am I making a film in this format with the HODs being the spot boys and the spot boys being the HODs? It is to cherish the achievement.
Everyone's doing everything. It's not like this is assigned to me, so I'll do only that. So it's a beautiful little team we have.
So you needed that kind of absolutely committed people, you know, who would attach themselves to the project.
You can buy yourself first ADs and second ADs and second and third and fourth and fifth and sixth. Unit manager 1, unit manager 2, unit manager 3, production manager 1, production manager 2, PN executive 1, 2, 3, executive producer 1, 2. ये तो 15 लोग तो ये हो गए. मैं बच्चों पे ध्यान दूं कि 15 लोगों पे ध्यान दूं?
The entire crew was so raw that they went with his way of working.
He was like a madari. He always used to say, चल करके देखते क्या होता है.
एक वाइड में लेंगे जो सिचुएशन encompass everything, and second one from here over shoulder Stanley Ka.
It's a dream unit, really. It's a dream unit, and you know, even using the word unit, I think is incorrect. They're family. All of them are family.
Once we had the edit happening in a very, very, free form, it was going from one scene. There was seamless activity on the timeline, and to support this seamless activity, I needed something sturdy.
We didn't create any music. We went on the floors. We created our edit, and I cut the edit of sequences on music. And then once we felt okay, this section can accommodate the song. So then we went to Hitesh Sonic, who's done a great job on all the songs, and Hitesh scored, and then I readjusted the edit for the track.
Along with the sound design and the background score, the songs are a part of that. So it's just to guide you, just to take you through the process of the story.
So the first thing that it wanted to communicate to the audience is तेरे अंदर भी कहीं छुप के बैठा है क्या कोई स्टैनली?
तेरे अंदर भी कहीं छुप के बैठा है क्या कोई स्टैनली?
Beautiful composition. We went to Vishal Dadlani and he readily sang it.
तेरे अंदर भी कहीं छुप के बैठा है क्या कोई स्टैनली? ना 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 ना.
Then I went into life बहुत simple है, गोल गोल मत बोल. It was the philosophy of children, the way children look at life.
Life बहुत simple है, गोल गोल मत बोल. जल्दी से इसको चख ले, चटकारे लेके डोल.
The compositions for their own self stand on their own 2 feet. The 5 songs, and they are kind of 5 bridges, lyrical bridges of the film. and it turned into a 35mm positive, which I showed to other industry friends.
It's a very beautiful film और ये तारे ज़मीन पे नहीं, ये चांद ज़मीन पे आया है इस बार मुझे ऐसा लगा.
There are few men who know food and there are few men who know children, and there is only one man who knows food and children, and I think that's Amole.
Every child who was in that shoot enjoyed himself. He was comfortable and there was no director telling him what to do, how to do, when to do. They were free.
When we talk about the way the film has been made, people don't believe us. People say you guys are like completely, talking out of your head. But it is true. That is how Stanley Ka Dabba has been made.
People will see what a realistic film made in no budget can do.
In terms of just the usage of form and technique, I think this film will set people thinking. In terms of how to extract performances from children, I think this film will set people thinking.
I think for me, when I look back in my life and in my career, Stanley Ka Dabba is going to be truly special.